Kim. I'm with Easy Way. I've been with them for about 28 years. Has anybody here seen me do an in-service? Ooh, it's been a while then, huh? All right, so I'm just gonna go over the basics first. Who checks your slings and harnesses for wear and tear?
Everybody's using them.
Everybody who's using them. Make sure there's 2 stitches. Make sure there's no fraying on the loops. Make sure the buckles are good. How do you turn your units on here? 3 ways to raise the person. Side controls, front panel control, hand control, which has a magnet on it. It doesn't go on the shroud, it goes on metal. This is an emergency stop. Let's say I'm raising her up. You see that the sling or harness is hooked up wrong. Instead of yelling, Cam, you hit this button, it'll stop, give it a twist and you're on your way. This lever here is for emergency release. If someone's up in the air and for some odd reason they don't come down, you hold this up, push this down, and it will come down. It's only used in emergency. Okay, I had a facility that was using it all the time. They wrecked their actuator because it would go down faster. Do you guys know do you ever have in the Easy Stand someone hanging in a harness?
No.
Good. If you do, you need to put them down. Maybe in the morning they're good, maybe at night they're not, but they cannot be hanging in a harness, okay? If someone is shorter, do you guys know about your foot plates come up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Who does not? And that's okay if you don't. So anyway, if I was standing, what is your name? Aubrey. Aubrey. Her up. I got bad knees. I would probably move my foot plate up.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Because she's shorter. Do you guys buckle the legs in, strap the legs in?
Yeah.
Is it your policy?
Yep.
So always strap the legs in, okay? I know probably, because everybody knows there was an incident, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know Department of Health probably could be coming in here. Glad you called. They may walk, if they're here and you and I grab a lift, they might follow you in a room. So make sure you have the right slings. Slings are crooked, don't be nervous or anything. The big thing is talk to your resident. You guys know about the sizing charts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Aubrey, can you lean forward?
132 is looking to have her legs done.
Strap her here. Buckle her up. Pull this tight. We're here. Can you put your feet on the foot plate? She can. Short strap.
Yes.
You guys use the second strap too? Do not double loop. Okay? Don't lock your stands or your lifts unless she's really pushing on it. Do not double loop. This is why. All of our slings and harnesses are tested for 1,000 pounds and they're double stitched. You should be checking them. It has happened. I put that strap on. This one's sitting here. I did not see the first one was on. This comes off. Guess what happens? So I want you always to visualize that the loop is on. This harness needs to go.
Okay.
See it?
Afraid.
I can feel it's really weak too. Always wipe these off after use, okay? Can you hold on? Now, when you guys stand, folks have to use 2 for the stand or 1? 2. Always 2?
Not necessarily always 2, but right now most of the residents are 2.
Okay.
Policy says you have to have 1.
You stand here and raise her up. Yes?
Yeah.
Is someone over here?
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing?
Guiding the back.
Crowding the way?
Guiding the back.
Okay.
And getting ready to hold.
Someone should be over here and you're pulling this strap tight. We get thinner as we stand up, okay? You need to pull that strap tight. Again, strap her legs in. I'm not gonna do that at this time. See how, if I had her on the bottom loop, I could have her feet back, further back too. But if I had her, the foot plate down one, she'd probably be doing this.
Mhm.
So use that to your advantage, okay? Safety tabs, these safety tabs here must be faced in on at all times. If they are not, take it out of service. There was one up there that was faced a different way. You need to face those in, okay? Moving equipment. Too many times people are planting feet here and we're going, huh, right? Yes?
Mhm.
Or, huh, right? I'm 66 years old. By the time you get my age, you're not gonna have backs or shoulders left. You need to be moving with your equipment, okay? It'll be smoother on them than instead of doing this. We're going down now. Okay. Stand is pretty self-explanatory. Do you have enough harnesses? Harnesses go with stands. Yes?
Yeah.
Make sure you have the right size. Very important. Do you have any blue slings here?
No.
Do you have any white slings here?
Mm-mm.
Single patient room hospitals.
No.
If you do, get rid of them. Give them to Andrew. You need to have those out of here because if the Department of Health come in and they see those, you'll get tagged. They'll think, okay, they're using blue slings. It's not good, right? Questions on that?
Mhm.
Flat to the back, around the loop. I do not know, oops, sorry. Do not know why people take these off or turn them. Can you take your feet off the foot plate? Thank you. So again, make sure you pull those straps tight. I had a facility, they had me come there, can you lean forward? And because the lady did not want this pulled tight. So there was like 10 people in the room and she was demanding, it's her right, she didn't want to pull tight. I said, I can't be in this room if they don't. You need to pull, well, I'm not gonna let go, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. You never know.
Mhm.
So you need to pull that strap tight. Okay. I'm gonna have you stand up so I can position you a little bit better here. Go ahead. What size harness is this?
Medium.
How do you know?
Color.
It says M, but it's beige. What size sling is this?
Large.
How do you know?
Burgundy.
Burgundy, and it says L. I don't know what you weigh. You don't have to tell me each time, okay? I'm about 143. I would definitely be in a medium sling, and she would also be in a medium sling. You have someone, you have your sizing charts. You do not want to put them in larger slings. Do you have enough slings?
We could probably use more, just for like washing them.
When they shower and then you switch out a clean for a dirty one, you need
Okay.
extras.
Okay, so you guys really need to communicate that with them. If you can't find a sling, you need a medium sling. I don't, maybe, not really small.
Do you
I'm not
guys-
sure.
Have an estimate about how many you think you need of what sizes? Okay.
Putting slings on, this sling is way too big for her. Can you lean forward? The slings should be shoulder, tailbone, and have her sit back. Too many times I see those slings up here, and the legs of the slings are here, and if you lift them, they could come out the side, especially if it's too big, okay? Putting slings on, don't help. It's palm to the sling, slice down, give it a nice pull. I have a nice long sling, and it's to her knee. If I can't do that, because the chair's too small, give it a tug down,
Yeah.
here. Sorry. That's in my face.
No, you're fine.
Cross, I like to cross through the bottom loop. Typically, what straps do you hook up?
Green.
I had green and black and green.
Huh?
I heard
Depends
Why?
if they're going to the bed or the chair.
I make it longer when I'm putting them in the wheelchair, cause it sits them up better.
Okay. A lot of times when I hear people go shoulder short, which is black, light green, these straps are for positioning, okay?
Okay.
If they're going to the bed, probably want them laid out a little bit more.
Mhm.
But a lot of times when I see people do this, they're double looping. Not good. Do not double loop. Do you have the copy Loop Logic that we sent out to people? You probably don't.
I don't know if I do. I don't think so.
I'll get Gail to send it to you, okay? You do not want a double loop, because what could happen, this is sitting here, you cannot see the first one's on, this comes off, you drop them. And shoulder short, leg long will keep them in a sitting position. Shoulder short, leg green will have them lean back further. Again, this sling is too big for her, okay? Give yourself a hug.
You're not hooked up.
Good. Alright. I did that on purpose.
We didn't see that on our side.
So, again, don't lock your lift. We are standing here. From now on, your policy, what do you say, stop for the pause?
Pause for the cause, or yeah.
Okay. When you're lifting the person up, you are watching the straps. Once this gets tight, you're gonna say, pause for the cause. Some people say timeout, some people say check. You say pause for the cause, okay?
Out loud.
I want you checking each strap. I had a facility, Gail was over here. She's raising the lady. She's talking to her coworker, she turns back and the lady's on the floor. You need to be here at all times, yes.
Now, given the fact that this is the wrong sling for her, the pause for the cause would be, put it down, go get the right one and come back.
Anybody new here? Okay, how long have you been here?
I don't know, like a month maybe?
Okay, what is your name?
Lexi.
I'm Kim. I've been working here for 10 years. Okay? You've been here for a month. We take Aubrey, put her in a sling, and we're about to raise her. Sling's too big and it's crooked. What are you gonna tell me?
Stop, put her down, don't even lift her up, really. Go get a new one.
What's your name again?
Lexi.
Lexi, I've been here for 10 years. I know what I'm doing. Let's just move her. We don't have time to go get another sling. I can't find one. Let's just move her. What are you gonna say?
No.
Thank you.
Absolutely not.
I have done that scenario to folks and they're like, okay, I'm like, no. Because if you and I are in that room and we drop her, Department of Health's gonna be coming in here, they're gonna be talking to you. Okay? So, speak up. So, I don't know really here if anybody's in the room that was in that, anybody here was in that room. You can tell me if you were or you were not. If they come in, they might wanna talk to you. Okay? It's okay. Just be calm. It's very frightening when it happens to them. So, we're here, again, this sling is way too big for her. That sling could have been up here, so therefore this part of the sling is under here, and she could have went out, we don't know. They're gonna call me. In Minnesota, they call me, and he knows. That's why I'm glad he called right away. And I could be here today, and they'll say, Kim, we're at blah, blah, blah facility. Did they call you? Yes, they did. They did this. Heather from our main office, called, did a report. I was there to do an in-service, and it's a good plan of action. Okay. We're going up now, and we are here. Pause for the cause. You guys know what's happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Caught on the chair. If she was a leaner and you start raising her, come on. This thing's too big. If she was a leaner and you start raising her, you know what I mean by leaning, you need to put her down and change these straps, okay? So as we start raising her, you give her a little twist to the side. So the incident was from the bed to the chair, right?
Yep.
I have had incidents that people go from the chair to the bed. They didn't lower the bed, the feet are dragging on the bed and all that kind of stuff. They grab legs and they do this, and they flip people right out of the sling. Guide them, don't be lifting or anything like that, okay? So she's to the side, someone's pushing the lift, the other person should be here, guiding her, so she's not swinging around. Typically what people do, they shove chairs way under here, they spin her here, whack, they grab here, and they lift, right? Yes? Everybody does it, right? First of all, you're gonna get hurt, and second of all, I can throw her right out of that sling. All right? So, chair here. Keep her to the side. As we go down, do not spin her. Her legs will come away from the white motor, and she's here. When she just clears the chair, I can have my coworker standing here, they're here or here, and they can see that she just cleared the chair. She or he can say now, and we will go here, let go, hand, here, get lift out of your face. I had a facility, they had 400-pound guys, they were using 3 people to put them in the chair, they were getting hurt, and they said, Kim, can you come in here and lift these guys? So I went in, I know they used 2 people, lifted all 4 guys, or 3 guys, or how many there were, put them in the chair by myself. They're like, what are we doing wrong? I said, it's how you're positioning your slings, and your slings are too big. I mean, they're way, 400 pounds, they're going extra, extra, extra large sling. So when they lift them, they're laid out like this. Okay? So typically, shoulder short, leg long. Talk to your resident. But if I start lifting her, and she's a leaner, you need to put her down. Or if you see that sling's on crooked or anything like that. Okay? Questions on that? So hopefully I answered your question. If you see something wrong, put them back down when you ask that question. So if you see the sling's crooked, it's the wrong sling, put them back down. Okay. Do you guys take slings off, or do you leave them on?
It depends on the care plan. Some say to keep them on, some
care
say
plan.
to take them off.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Make sure you check the sling before you lift them, because they could be moving around. Okay. Do you have any amputee above the knee?
But not in the sling.
Not in the
with a
sling.
lift, yeah.
Okay, if you have an amputee above the leg, above the knee, you need a multi-purpose amputee sling. Do you guys have any hourglass or multi-purpose amputee slings?
We have them, but they're not in use. They're
We
down.
actually have one
I
of 3.
want to show one more thing. Go ahead, Sam.
She's below the knee though, isn't she?
Yeah, she's below, yeah,
If she uses a split sling?
like this, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you stand behind her chair. guys have Broda chairs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over that amputee sling in a second here, it won't be too long then. So here I have a Broda chair. Typically, when you guys have a Broda chair, a Jerry chair, a chair that reclines back, do you still go from the front?
No.
No.
Go from the side? Okay, so I want you to recline the chair back. Put them in maybe all green straps, cause I want them laid out. Don't go shoulder short leg long. Recline chair, cause I want their head away from here. Put them in maybe all green straps so they're laid out. Do you straddle the front legs of that wheelchair and pull back?
No.
No, cause if you did, I would get a call. If you straddle the front legs of the wheelchair and pull back, and tip lift. Okay. So always straddle the back wheels of that wheelchair. Watch your little toes there. Set them down, you're good to go, no pushing, pulling or anything. I like those chairs, it's especially when people are really contracted. Okay. Was this person that had the fall, she or he?
She.
Is she a leaner?
Sometimes.
Okay. Be careful. Is she back here? Is she here?
Mm-hmm.
Be careful. Does she have a Broda chair?
No.
Okay, regular chair.
Yeah.
Just make sure you have the right slings and make sure when you position her. Okay, that it's straight. All right, thank you. So if you hadn't, I'm just gonna go over this. You might, I know you have those slings here. I'm gonna pretend this is let's say, multi-purpose amputee sling. This is not it. It looks like this. It's squared. You go here, here, right? You loop through that little loop, right? You loop through the other loop, right? And you're straight up. Or pretend this is the hourglass sling. It's a full body sling, okay? My point is on those slings, I've seen too many times, they should be down here. You may not want to go shoulder short, leg long, because if you lift them, they could come right out here. When you start lifting, look at their position of their body. A lot of times, I walked in a facility, little lady sitting in an amputee multi-purpose sling. Sling is here. See what I'm saying? I said, we gotta reposition that sling.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it, Kim will take care of it. I said, nope. I am, the in-service is down here. I said, I am not leaving her until we reposition this sling. Oh, don't worry about it. I said, no, because you two go and lift her and you drop her or she comes out here. I saw it and I didn't say anything about it. Because if that sling is sitting way back here, she's gonna come right up front. Okay. Right? So pay attention to those slings. We do have videos online and all that kind of stuff. But he knows also. Any nurses in the room? Okay, I'm glad you're here. Because a lot of times, I will have in-services, CNAs there, and the nurses aren't here. And they're telling, like for an easy stand, you go, or a CNA, what's a CNA? You go and say, oh, George is fine in the easy stand in the morning, or PT evaluated them. George is fine in the easy stand, but at night, I'm tired. 66, I get tired. He's hanging. Who else? Who's the nurses? Okay, so you go to her and say, what's your name? Amy. Amy. George is hanging in the easy stand. What should I do? What are you gonna tell her?
Put them back down and maybe use a different leg, like
Use a
a
leg.
Hoyer.
Absolutely. Well, PT said that George can use this all the time. I'm sorry. Right?
Mm-hmm.
aren't here at night. And if you and I lift George, and he's hanging that harness, we didn't pull it tight, and we take his shoulders out, Department of Health are gonna be in here, they're gonna be talking to us. You neglect to use the word correctly. They may not say it that way, but you just took his shoulders out because it was care plan. You can always move, like, tell me your name? Short-term memory. Move up to the left for George.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right?
Yes, you always do more. You can't do less. If they're easy stand, you can never go to a pivot transfer, but you can always do more.
Questions on that?
I want to just elaborate just a little
Yes,
bit further.
please.
If you see a resident where a sling isn't fitting them correctly, based on what the sling size on the care plan or the care guides is saying they should be, if you think that they need a different size, I would go to my nurse first, make sure that they look at it. We do have the weight-based stuff, and sometimes weights fluctuate. We might have somebody that's gained a lot of weight since we did that evaluation or lost a lot of weight one way or the other. The nurses can make the decision to use a smaller sling size, but this is the key. I need communication, an email from the nurse and the nursing assistant to Renee, Mike, and myself, indicating that we needed to use a smaller sling or a larger sling size so we can update that care plan and get it on there correctly. But that's not, like, the reason we do that isn't because we can't find the right size sling. We don't, I can't find the right size sling, so I'm going to use a larger sling size or something like that.
Yeah. When you order slings, like the mesh, I know they put 2 of them out of service because I always get deluxe. When you order slings, ask if we have any demo slings. They're discounted.
Okay.
Yeah, do you guys have a lot of mediums? Or you think that you're short on mediums, right? Cause this lady, she was in a large sling. Wait today. What does she have now? What sling does she have now?
No, she's not up yet. She's still in bed.
Okay.
Oh, she is in her chair now?
Medium.
What sling does she have on her? Medium. Make sure you have the right sling. If you do see anything wrong with these machines, what do?
Take them out of service.
And do what after that?
Put a tag on it.
Tag on it, tell him. Okay. Make sure you do that. I walked in, I've seen these noses off, and he can't walk around all the time and look at all these safety tabs. If they're off or not pasted, you guys need to, what was that?
There's no 2 safety tabs on those green.
These little green knobbies, he's gonna put them on.
Okay.
Typically for cosmetic, but put them on because if they come, they may look at them like, oh. I'm telling you, right before COVID, Department of Health had a huge meeting. Over 200 Department Safety Directors, or whatever you call them, I can't even speak right now. And they had me come in and they said, Kim, can you bring a lift and stand because we would like you to present to us. And the one thing, how do people fall out of lifts? Or a stand. I brought my lift and stand, I was up on stage, I got in the sling, and I was just shaking and throwing myself around there going, ah! I said, it's pretty hard for someone to come out of a sling because of gravity. But and they ask, when they call me, they say, do you think it was operator's error? And I said, I cannot say that, because I was not in the room. I don't know, unless someone tells me. I did have a facility, a lady came out of this harness, and the gal was in the room. I said, show us what you did. So she started standing her up, and she didn't pull the strap tight. Well, there, it's operator's hair. She came right through that harness. 3-4 years ago, I was at a facility. Folks had all large harnesses on the stand, no safety tabs. I said, you need to get safety tabs on those stands and large harness, medium harnesses. We will. 6 months later, I go back. No safety tabs, large harnesses. I talked to the administrator, I said, you know what, you're putting your staff in jeopardy and your residents in jeopardy. I mean, you need to get, well, they're kinda expensive. I'm like, please, you need to get some medium harnesses in here and get safety tabs on these things. Well, I'll see about it, blah, blah, blah. 3 months later, I get that call. We were standing a little lady up, large harness, no safety tabs. The loop came off, she swung to the side, she went right through that harness, she hit the floor and she died. Because neglected to get the right equipment. I hate telling that story, but I think people get it after that. Pull that strap tight and make sure you have the right harness. And if they don't, if you call, you can get that harness or a sling shipped to you next day. But you should have those on hand. Questions?
I do.
Yes.
Do you have actual videos of demonstrating these things? Because when I was oriented, we did more of a hands-on thing. And I think it would be helpful, especially like a double amputee, because the risk of that is high if it's not done correctly. And I think having a video demonstrating that action to me would be helpful.
They're all on the web.
Huh?
They're all on the web. Yes.
So we can access it through the
You can go to YouTube and look it up.
You could say easy amputee, easy lift accessory amputee sling, and it'll show you a video.
Every video I've ever found has been on
Because I
YouTube.
think that would be very helpful.
It's all on the web. That's why I tell some of the main videos from the national, they're kind of boring. So I tell people, videotape me, because I show them some other different things. But you know, this is a QR code. You can go there, not like you're gonna spend time, you know, doing that. If you just go on Easy Wet Ink, and they'll show you the different slings and all that stuff.
Well, just keep in mind, though, sometimes, I don't think they actually say this, so maybe I don't need to either, but if it does say on any videos that that machine, the Smart Lift, is designed to be used with one operator, that is not our policy here.
Correct. Good for you. Yes, our lifts on Easy Stand, lifts and Easy Stand are a one-person use. However, everybody has the policy of 2 with a lift and 1 with a stand, or 2 with a stand. So there's a lot of assisted livings that will just, you don't have staff. But yeah,
Another question.
that's okay.
I tend to believe that no questions are done.
Exactly. Thank you for
However,
asking
this
questions.
may sound
At
dumb.
somebody's house.
I have a lack of understanding of when to open up the spread of the device.
When you're going around a chair.
When did we do that?
When you're going around a chair. When you're moving somebody, close it. Okay? When you're moving somebody, close it. It's not gonna tip. Again, if there's boxes under the bed, or if there's cords under the bed, and you get caught on those things, and you're doing all this, and then you might have an issue of it tipping. But just when you go around stuff. You're walking around like this, and you're trying to get around furniture and all that kind of stuff, you know? So we go around chairs or whatever.
And some of the things, there are some of the patients in the rooms that have so much stuff in the room, you can't even get around. So I think I would encourage her, would be helpful to have a view of that when we're looking at utilizing this, of what do we do with this extra stuff? Is there
Excellent
storage
question.
place for them, or?
Excellent question. Again, I like when people ask questions, because these folks may know that answer, but some may not. That's an infrastructure thing. I can't go into that residence room saying, you need to get rid of your stuff. You know, that's,
They have a right to have things.
yeah.
It's a patient right. It's a resident right.
I have been in rooms, it's like, that are so much stuff that it's a danger for your resident and a danger for your staff.
And that's where we have a little more authority to say, nope, we can't have all of this in here. But we have to be able to prove that that's the case too.
Yeah.
So if we're finding that, direct it to you guys?
Yep.
Yeah, cause, I mean, the other day I could hardly even move. It was like, wow. And I didn't say anything to anybody, I just made it work, and we weren't using a lift, but it was just taking care of the patient. And I went, wow, there's so much stuff in here.
We are aware of
You
all
know?
those things.
We are working on some of those things too, Wanda. We know who our prime individuals are for that right now, and that we've had discussions in our morning meetings about that and have some plans we're working on.
Good question.
Can we leave them hooked up
The easy stand?
in the bathroom?
What's your policy?
That's considered it would be considered a restraint because they are unable to freely move off of the toilet if they were to attempt to get off on their own. So if you have somebody on the toilet in the easy stand, you are technically should be with them.
Outside the room or right inside of the
They
bathroom?
they can be in the room. It's just accessible.
Yeah.
You should really, with a restraint, I think you have to. We don't do restraints here, but I think the law is you have to check them every 5 minutes or something like that.
And would you put the brakes on
No.
at that point?
That's also a restraint.
No. I had a facility, this was in Wisconsin, Department of Health take them because they left them in the room, they were hooked up, and I'm like, well, wouldn't it be safe if you leave them hooked up so they don't fall off the toilet? But what they did was they hooked them up, they left the room and worked on 2 or 3 other people, and the person's in the bathroom. I had another facility, this is back when they had 2 people in the room, I don't know if you guys still have 2 people in the room.
Depending.
I need help, so her roommate went in there and stood her up and she fell. It's like, so this is good, so it won't go up and down just in case you're sitting on the toilet. I'm standing outside the room, but you happen to grab this and lift yourself up. I would press this, but again, I always move it back. Great question. What's your policy?
And that happens a lot, where they get left on the toilet and they're on to the next room.
What do we do
So
for
I think
that?
Guys, be
this is
careful
good
with that.
education with, disconnecting them and.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you would if they're safe to be on the toilet by themselves. That's the second question you have to ask yourself. You would have to unhook them from the harness and set them on the toilet and pull the stand away. If you are going to leave them on the toilet, if they need to sit there for a little while to have a BM or something like that, you would unhook them from the harness, remove the harness and the machine from the room and make sure their wheelchair is within reach of them.
Or you can't even leave the harness on?
I mean, you could, but you could probably leave the harness on. That's probably not going to keep them from being able to get off of it, but it could also get caught on something maybe and cause a fall.
So if they're not
So-
to sit by themselves without the harness and the lift, then we would have to sit with them
Yep.
until they, okay.
Yep. The other thing,
The residents more comfortable with the lift in there. Mm-hmm. While they're connected to it.
well then, if we're going to leave the lift in with the resident, and them hook up to it, we have to be with them.
Outside the room, right?
Yep, they can be
Maybe
in.
the door cracked, right?
Yeah, you can be charting. You can have your phone out. You can do some charting or something like that while you're waiting. Do some room organization.
But
Throw
the
away
whole
some
goes
stuff.
down.
Yeah, don't go too far away. I guess we have a lot of Jack and Jill bathrooms. It's probably okay to be on the other side, working with the resident on the other side in the Jack and Jill bathroom, as long as we're protecting privacy and stuff like that.
What's that like with the neighbor?
What's Jack and Jill?
You have 2 rooms on each side.
Oh, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
They're not maybe it's Jill and Jill because we don't put
Say that.
Jack and Jill and Jill.
Be a man in the next one.
Other questions? So you understand, you've been only here for a month. Speak up. Okay, I know you did.
You do, you sure do.
Yeah, I mean, you don't wanna put yourself in jeopardy, for an incident. Who's been here 10 years? Okay, so, like me, I've been here for 10 years, and I know what I'm doing, cause I've been here for 10 years. Not like you guys do that, but still. 25. So you've seen me before. I used to have long dark hair. It changed. Kinda changed. Good?
I think so.
Alright, thank you for coming. Everybody, make sure everybody's signed in.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you guys for coming.